So I hope you remember the format of profit and loss appropriation account.
Yes.
What is the format of profit and loss appropriation account?
Profit for the year, then we add income from partners, which include interest on drawings. Then we subtract expense toward partners, which include interest on capital, salary to partner, or commission to a partner, which then results in net divisible profit
Okay.
or the residual profit.
Okay.
Then we share the profit among the partners.
Okay. Then we share the profits amongst the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will do the sum. This sum is already done, right? Anne and Bindu. Let's do Ben and Tom. Okay, let's do the sum of Ben. This is from paper 22 of Feb March. Okay. So as you already know, do you know the format of the profit and loss appropriation account?
Yes.
Okay. You know the format of profit and loss appropriation account. So you should keep that format in mind whenever you are solving the things. Okay. Can you read the first part, Fatima? The question?
Tom Penisar formed a partnership on 1st February 2014. The following information is available. Number one, on February 2014, Ben contributed 90,000 capital and Tom contributed 60,000. On 1st August 2014, Ben contributed a further 10,000 capital.
Okay. So what will we do? We have to prepare partners capital account and we have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Are you with me?
Yes.
So they have started their business on 1st February 2014. Tell me, will your partner's capital account have a balance begin down?
No,
Why?
because they just started it.
Because they have just started the business. So on Feb 1, you just have Ben and Tom cash bank. They have contributed capital, money is coming into the business, 90,000 and 60,000. Fatima, please answer the questions, okay?
Okay, Miss, I'll try.
Okay. So you just have the balances of capital. Then on 1st August, Ben has contributed further capital of 10,000. So again, there is cash bank. Ben has contributed further capital of 10,000. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
There is
Miss.
one rule that I want to introduce over here. Whenever there is additional capital and the dates are given, I'm repeating again. Whenever there is additional capital and the dates are given, what will you do? Whenever there is additional capital, you can write it along with me.
Yeah.
Whenever there is additional capital and dates are given. In this case, you will calculate the interest on capital separately. You will calculate the interest on capital for two things. For what two things you will calculate interest on capital? You will calculate separately for opening capital and you will calculate it separately for additional capital. So whenever you have additional capital given to you, the dates are specifically mentioned to you. So interest on capital will be calculated on two things separately. On which two things it will be calculated separately? Interest on
Opening
capital,
and the closing.
capital separate, additional capital separate. Okay? Are you
Yes.
the opening
Yes, ma'am.
capital is contributed on what date? It is contributed on 1st August. On 1st February. Additional capital is contributed on 1st August. I hope you are there with me.
Yes, miss.
Okay, fine. Now read the question. Interest on capital, how much percent?
3%.
3% per annum.
That means interest on capital is there. Then if I just go and scroll through this, there is salary, there is drawings given to us, there is interest on drawings, and there is share of profit. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
Then there is interest on loan also. Can you give me two effects of interest on loan?
What, miss?
Two effects for interest on loan.
Interest on loan is only recorded in the capital account.
Interest on loan is recorded in the capital or
Capital.
current account, whatever you are making, which side?
On the credit side.
And what is the other effect of interest on loan? First effect of it is recorded in the capital or current account, whatever account you're making. On which side?
Current account. Credit.
Side. The second effect of interest on loan is it is shown as other expenses in your profit or loss account. Okay. You should always remember that in your appropriation account, whatever this is the profit for the year. Okay. This profit for the year should always be after interest on loan.
What does that mean?
It means that this was the thing that I started with. It means that when you have your profit and loss appropriation account over here, this profit for the year should be after interest on loan. So in the gross profit, you add your other income, you subtract your other expenses, right? Interest
Yeah.
on loan is another expense for you.
Mm.
This loan is given by the partner to the firm. So normally anything that happens between the partner and the firm happens in the appropriation account. But this loan is given by the partner to the firm. But still, interest on loan will be another expense. So this profit for the year is always after interest on loan. Always after interest on loan. You should remember this part. Am I clear?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Fine. So the profit for the year should be after interest on loan. What I normally do is I just write the format beforehand so that it makes it easier for me.
Sleep.
So what do you add? Interest on drawings. Yeah?
Mm.
Yes.
Interest on drawings is for two partners. Which are the two partners?
Ben
Ben
and Tom.
and Tom.
Ben and Tom.
Then you leave one line. You will deduct expense towards the partners. What are the expenses towards partners?
Interest on capital.
And
salary towards partners.
so the expenses towards the partners is interest on capital for Ben. Okay. Now, if you see, Ben has opening capital also, and it has additional capital also. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
So there will be interest on capital on the opening capital separately, additional capital separately.
So we'll add the both of them.
Yeah, that we will do in the working note.
Okay.
So there is interest on capital for Ben and Tom. Also, there is one more thing. What is that one more thing? Salary.
Salary.
Salary is only for Tom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
only from.
After this, you get residual profit. You make 2 lines for residual profit. Then what will you write?
Share of profit.
Very good. In because there is no space, I am writing Ben and Tom over here. You have to write one below the other, and again you will make 2 lines. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Okay, fine, very good. Again you will make 2 lines over here. Now nicely, I will read one sentence and I will make workings for the same. Are you with me again?
Yes, miss.
Fine. Read. Where did we stop?
Mm,
Where did we stop?
stop.
The first one.
We stopped.
Tom was entitled to an
Yeah,
annual
yeah, yeah,
salary
yeah,
of $9,000
yeah.
per
Here,
annum.
here, 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 here.
Oh, okay. Interest on capital is allowed at the rate of 3% per annum.
Okay. So interest on capital. Interest on capital in the partner's capital account, it will come on the credit side, right?
Yes.
Okay, here credit and from here it will be subtracted. Now I'm making working note number 1.
Miss, why did you leave a line?
Just like that. Interest on capital. How much percent?
3%.
Okay, now I'm talking about Ben. What was my rule?
Separate. Leave for opening and for additional.
Separately for opening capital, separately for additional capital. The rule was that interest on capital will be calculated separately for opening capital, separately for additional capital. So, opening capital. How much for opening capital?
3%.
How much is the opening capital?
90,000.
90,000. 90,000 is introduced on the first date.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, it will be 3% for the full year.
So 2,700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the year ending?
On
31st January
Hmm.
2015.
31st January 2015. When is capital contributed? 90,000 is for the full year. So 90,000 into 3% is how much?
2,700.
2,700.
It is 2,700. It is calculated separately for opening capital and separately for additional capital. How much is additional capital?
10,000.
10,000, yes.
Into how much percent?
3%.
Or how many months?
6.
So from August to 31st Jan. So it will be August, September, October, November, December, Jan into 6 by 12. So 10,000 into 3% into 6 divided by 12. How much? 150. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, 50.
The total is 2,700 plus 150. So 2,850. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
So interest on capital for Ben is 2,850. Working note number 1. With me?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
2,850. And for Tom, is there any additional capital for Tom?
No.
No.
So directly 3%.
So 1,800.
How much?
1,800.
60,000 into 3%. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Um, Tom was to be entitled to an annual salary of $9,000 per annum for the first 4 months of the first financial year. After that date, the salary was to increase to $12,000 per annum.
Okay. When the such things are very complicated, you have to read it very carefully. Tom is entitled to 90,000, 9,000 per annum for first 4 months. What are the first 4 months?
Feb, March, April,
Feb, March,
May.
April, and May.
May.
Okay.
So for these 4 months, he is going to get a salary which is 9,000 per annum. Per annum
Yeah.
means 9,000 is for the full year. So how much would be the salary per month?
So 9,000 divided by 12 into 4.
Per month is 750. So into 4. So it will become how much? So it is 9,000 divided by 12 into 4. So salary for the first 4 months is 3,000. Are you with me?
Yes.
Then remaining how many months we have?
8.
8 months.
Year is for 12 months. For 4 months we will give remaining. We have 8 months.
8 months.
So for 8 months,
Total. So total comes out to be 11,000.
that we will see later. I don't know. After that date, salary was to increase to 12,000 per annum. So after that date, that means after this, Feb, March, April, May, salary is how much? 12,000
12,000.
per annum. So this I want for 8 months. So it will
Mm.
become how much?
8,000.
12,000 divided by 12 into 8. So this is 8,000. So total salary to Tom will be how much?
11,000.
3,000 plus 8,000. So total salary to Tom will be 11,000. This is working note number 2. Salary to Tom will come under capital account, credit side. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Second adjustment done.
Yes.
Third adjustment is for drawings. Where do I record the drawings?
Drawings, debit side of the capital account.
I'll write it 9,800 and 2,800. Where do I record the interest on drawings?
In the profit and loss appropriation as well as the capital account.
So drawings and below that interest on drawings. Interest on
Yes.
drawings how much? 490 and 1040. Same thing I will record over here. 490 and 1040. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Profits and losses are to be shared 2/3 and 1/3. So I will write 2/3 and 1/3. Then there is loan and there is interest on loan.
Miss, 1/4 is 1/4, right?
Sorry?
1/4 is 1/4, right?
Yeah. So there is interest on loan. But they say interest on loan is to be credited to his current account. Now, if interest
Yes.
on loan is to be credited to his current account, so what will I do? I will make partner's current account. Why? Because they have told me that a current account is maintained. This is indirect information.
So
If
they
they
gave
tell
a
me
question,
current account is maintained, that means this capital and opening capital would go to
won't
the
come.
capital account. It will not come in current account.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
If you make a capital and current account both, in current account you will write everything except the capital account balances.
Hmm.
Okay? So come on, interest on loan, how much?
Interest unknown, 4%.
15,000 into 4%. 600. Are you with me?
Yes.
And profit after loan interest 27,920. So I need profit after the loan interest only. So profit after loan interest 27,920.
Miss, what if it says before loan interest? So we subtract the loan, right?
And you will subtract the loan interest.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
So with this, what have I done? I read the question and I filled in the information.
Yeah.
I read the question and I filled in the information. Now what will I do? I will do the closings now. Interest on drawing is to be added. You give me the total of interest on drawings.
1530.
If I'm adding 1530, this will become how much? 29,450. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All this has to be subtracted, right? Expenses towards partners. So give me the total of it. 2850 plus 1800 plus 11,000. So this is 15,650. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So how much is the residual profit? Residual profit is also called one more thing,
Net divisible profit.
net divisible profit. So how much is residual profit? 13,800. This 13,800 you will write here also.
Miss, do we write the 13,800, the one you wrote in front of Tom downwards or just right in front of Tom?
Just right in front of it. Because when
Okay,
you
miss.
total this, it will come over here, no?
Yeah, miss.
So come on, give me the figures.
It will be 2 by 3 into 13,800.
Yeah, so this is 9,200. This is 4,600. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on. Now I'll close the current account. In current account, you have to close one by one. Okay? Because current account can have a debit balance, it can also have a credit balance. So you don't really know what balance it has. So first we'll close Ben account. Which side is more?
Debit.
Debit is more. From the debit, you will subtract 2850. What you will get? The closing balance. How much?
7,440.
7440. Now close the Tom account. Which side is more?
Debit.
Debit. So whatever is more, you write on both the sides. Then you will minus 21,840 minus 123.
Okay.
So what are you getting? 8440. Bring down the balance. It will be 7440 8440. So we complete this sum of Feb March 2015, paper 22. Of you, I have done one mistake in this sum.
Okay.
What was the mistake I did? I did not put profit.
Oh.
Share of profit, Mahad.
Yes, miss.
Share of profit was not put by me. For Ben 9,200 and for Tom 4,600. That is why knowing the format is very important.
Share of profit.
Now see, when I put the share of profit, the credit side becomes more.
Yeah.
For Ben. So it's 9,200 plus 2,850. 12,050 minus 9,800 minus 490. So this is 1,760 balance closed down. Now let's take for Tom. I think Tom, the debit side is more. 2,800 plus 1,040 is 21,840. So for this, Ben, the debit is more. Now for Tom, the credit is more. Right? For Ben, the credit was more. And for Tom, the debit is more. So the balance close down will come here. 21,840 minus 1,800 minus 11,000 minus 600 minus 4,600. So this is 3,840. And balance begin down for Tom is 3,840. Are you with me? Both of you?
Yeah.
What was the
Yes.
mistake? We forgot to put the profit. So
Share of
please
profit.
remember to put the share of profit or loss. Without that, you cannot do the sum. So the first thing that you should know is you should know the format. This chapter is totally format based. There is nothing more than the format. If you know the appropriation account format, you know your capital account format, you are done with this chapter. You read and you put. Let's read. Fatima, can you please read it?
Yeah. Finn and Gin are partners in a partnership, sharing profits as 3:2.
So
Finn
3:2.
contributes.
That means 3/5
Yeah.
for Finn and 2/5 for Gil.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the
Finn,
balance?
Finn contributes 60,000 and Gin 40,000 as their share of capital.
Okay, so Finn how much?
60,000.
60,000 and Gin 40,000. Okay, read ahead.
The following information is available for the year ended 31 March. As per partnership agreement, Finn is entitled to the annual salary of 7,200.
So tell me.
So, annual, so like 12 months,
Hmm.
and so 12 times 7,200.
No, this is annual salary, right? That
Oh,
means this is
yeah.
Just
for
the
the full
entire
year.
years.
Yeah,
So Finn will get how much?
7,200.
7,200 salary.
Yeah.
Both of you are here with me?
Yes, miss.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Read ahead.
The calculation by the accountant shows interest on Finn's capital is to be provided amounting to 6,000 and 4,000 to be provided on Gin's capital.
So should I put interest on capital 6,000 and 4,000?
Yeah.
Okay, here and where else?
And on the profit loss appropriation.
Okay. Then
Then interest on drawings is to be charged 860 for Finn and 1140 for Gin. So in profit loss appropriation, in interest on drawings.
860 and 1140.
Yeah.
Now they've not given us the drawings over here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
That means this sum is incomplete.
Hmm.
This sum is incomplete to prepare partner's capital account.
Hmm.
But it is absolutely complete to prepare profit and loss appropriation account. So you will not balance the partner's capital account. Are you with
So
me?
just leave it.
Yeah, just leave it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Profit for the year is 31,200. Now, since I'm on the appropriation account, now we'll do the totaling of the appropriation account. Come on, tell me. How will I do?
First we add the interest on drawings.
Yeah, it's how much?
2,000.
And you'll total it.
Yeah, and then we add profit of the year.
Yeah, so how much you're getting?
33200.
And what is the total of all this? 17,200. You will subtract 33,200 minus
16,000.
100. 16,000 is your net divisible profit or your residual profit.
Yeah.
3/5 will go to whom? Fin.
Yeah.
So 3/5 of 16,000 will go to Fin and 2/5 of 16,000
2/5.
to Gin. 6,400. So with this we complete this sum of Fin and Gin. Read the sum.
Yeah, miss. Annie and Manny entered into a partnership on 1st April. Annie contributed 40,000 and Manny 30,000 as their share of capital
Come on, tell me where
in
will I put this?
in the partner's capital account.
Okay, for Annie, how much?
For Annie, 40,000,
Mani.
30,000.
Okay, read next.
The partners decided to share their profits in the ratio 2:1. As per agreement, Annie
Where
will
will I?
receive,
2/3 and
yeah,
1. Once you read, you start writing.
okay.
Okay,
Annie will receive an annual salary of $8,000.
okay, where will I write?
Salary to Annie
On the credit of capital and where else?
on the profit and loss appropriation.
Expense towards partners. Okay,
Interest on capital will be provided at 8% per annum,
okay. So
whereas interest on drawings will be
40,000 and
charged 10%.
30,000. Stop. Calculate
Yeah.
immediately. What is the interest on capital amount?
For Annie, it's 3,200.
Now, how much?
3,200.
200.
Yeah.
For Mani,
2,400.
40,000 into 8%. So this is 3,200 and 2,400. And this would be 30,000 into 8%. Okay, read ahead.
Yeah. Interest on drawings will be charged at 10% per annum.
So you write interest on
The
drawings at the rate of 10%. Okay,
Yeah. The drawings of Fanny and Manny for the year ended 31st March were 16,000 and 18,000 respectively.
16,000, 18,000. Interest
So
on
the
capital,
interest on drawings is 1,600 and 1,800.
it will be on the debit side over here and you're in the appropriation account. If you have space, you can show the calculation like 16,000 into 10% and 18,000 into 10%. Okay, net profit for the year, how much?
Uh, 25,200.
25,200. Okay. So with this, I fill in all the information that is given to me. Are you all with me?
Miss, why did you write the profit in the capital account?
I didn't write. Now I will write this profit after appropriation. This profit comes over here, right? The profit after appropriation will come over here, no? Mahat?
Okay, miss.
Okay, so this profit will come over here, not the other
So the
one.
residual profit.
Yeah,
Oh no,
which
the share of profit, you
the
mean.
share of profit.
Okay.
Now I will do this. Come on, give me the total for this. 1600 plus 1800 is how much?
3,400.
Fatima, 25 200 plus 3400 is how much? Have you not done it?
No, I got a different answer. That's why I
For
did it
what?
wrong.
Okay, Mahat, give me the total. 25 200 plus
Yeah,
3000.
28,600.
28 600. Expenses towards the partners. Can you give me the total of it?
Yeah, miss. It is 13,600.
13 600. Are you sure?
Yes.
I'll check it. Wait. Okay. Give me the residual profit.
15,000.
15,000 is the residual profit. 15,000 I will write at both these places. Not two third and one third.
Yeah, 10,000 and 5,000.
This will become 10,000 and 5,000. Where will this 10,000 and 5,000 go?
Share of profit in the capital.
In the capital account. Now, when I'm closing the capital account, we do one by one. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Usually, capital account always has a credit balance. Only for the current account, you may have different balances, debit and credit. Now, give me, Fatima, you do the totaling of Manny.
Okay.
We'll do for Annie. What is the total of Annie's credit side?
It's 61,200.
You checked it.
Yeah.
So 61 200.
And debit
Wait,
is
minus
37,400.
minus 1600. So you will have balance closed down,
Yeah. Balance close down will be 43,600.
and the same will be balance begin down 43 600. Now Manny, what is the total of Manny, Fatima?
Uh, credit is 37,400.
You'll write both on both the sides 37 400. From 37 400 you deduct 18,000 and you deduct 1800. How much you'll get?
17,600.
So with this we complete the sum of Annie and Manny. Now I want you to do the sum of George and Bush. Prepare appropriation account and prepare partners capital account. George and Bush have invested 60,000 each as capital.
Yeah.
George receives salary of 25,000. So salary to George is how much? 25,000. Interest on capital is 10%. So it's 6,000 and 6,000. And net profit is 55,000. This net profit is always after interest on loan. There's no information about drawings and interest on drawings given to us, so there is no income from the partners. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Interest on capital for George and Bush is 6,000 and 6,000. No information about share of profits is given, so the profits will be shared equally amongst the partners. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, these two lines you have to make. I have incorporated all the information. Now I just need to do the totals. Can you give me the total of full expense towards partners?
Yeah, miss. It's 18,000. The residual profit.
So the residual profit is how much? 18,000. 18,000 will be split equally amongst the partners because there is no information given about the profit sharing ratio. So it would be 9,000 and 9,000. Are you with me? There
Yes,
is
miss.
nothing on the debit side. That means I just need to do the totals. Partners capital account has a credit balance because the credit side is more. So this is 75,000. What is the total of George? 100,000. Yes. So I'll write the total and I have the balance close down and I have balance begin down 100,000, 75,000, 100,000 and 75,000. I hope both of you all are with me.
Yes, miss.
Okay. This we complete. This is the last thing that we're going to do. Tell me, if there is no agreement, how are the profits and losses shared amongst the partners? If there is no agreement, if there is no partnership agreement, how will the profits or losses be shared amongst the partners? Please answer. Fatima Mehdi.
Profit and losses will be shared equally among the partners
So if
if
there
there
is
is
no
no partnership
agreement,
agreement.
the profits and losses will be shared equally amongst the partners.
Yes.
There are two reasons why you recommend the partners to have a written agreement
To
other than
limit the amounts.
ratio of profits and losses. That means in the
Yeah, to limit.
agreement, 1 minute. That means in the agreement, you are definitely going to state the ratio of profits and losses. Other than stating this, what could be the other reasons why you want a written agreement? Say,
Yeah, to limit the amount of drawings for each partner
okay,
and to avoid misunderstanding in the future.
to limit amount of drawings. You can also decide interest on drawings. You can also decide interest on capital. You can also decide interest on loan. You can also decide salary to partners. So these are the reasons why you can have written agreement. Okay. We know that
Okay.
agreement is done to avoid misunderstandings, but what are the things that should be there in the agreement? What is the profit for the year?
So in this question, we add the share of profit of A, which is 7,000, with the share of profit
Is
of B,
this the
which is
profit
also 7,000.
year? Now listen to me carefully. Is this the profit for the year or is this the net divisible profit?
Realizable profit, yeah. I mean,
Residual
yeah.
profit, not the realizable profit. This is the residual profit. This is the net divisible profit.
Oh, so we add interest on capital with it?
So they want the profit for the year. What do they want? Profit for the year. Correct? So you add
Yeah.
interest on drawings. We don't have interest on drawings. You minus the interest on capital. What
Yes,
is the
but we'll do the opposite, right? Because we're going from
one
down
minute?
to a.
1 minute. You'll get the residual profit. The residual profit is 14,000.
Yeah.
You want this profit. Now you will go down to up. So what will you do?
Add interest on capital, subtract interest on drawing.
Yeah, but you don't have interest on drawing. So your profit will be 17,000.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Relax, Mahad. I understand your feelings. Okay. What about
Miss, I'm very passionate about this subject. That's why.
state one reason why interest on capital is included in the partnership agreement?
Is it because so that the partners are encouraged to invest into the business?
So partners are encouraged so that the partners are encouraged to invest in the business.
Yeah.
State one reason why interest on drawings is included in the partnership agreement.
To limit the amount of drawings taken out by each partner.
Yes. To limit the amount of drawings of partners. Why do we want the partners not to withdraw more?
So that the money stay in the business.
Yes. Come on, miss one. Where does interest on capital and interest on partners loan appear?
Interest on loan comes in the income statement, and interest on capital comes in appropriation account. So B.
Yes. Why does a partnership prepare appropriation account?
To allocate profit for the year to each partner.
Partnership prepares appropriation account so that they can allocate profits to each partner. Now understand to me, profit for the year we get from the income statement, right? Then after
Yes.
this profit is appropriated. Appropriated or means you could say this profit is distributed amongst the partners. So this profit is distributed amongst the partners. So whatever profit you get, the full profit has to go to either of the partner. So first we do adjustments for interest on capital, interest on drawings and salary. Even that is going to the partner only. But we are appropriating, we are distributing it accordingly. And then whatever is the balance, that is divided in the profit sharing ratio. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Come on, this one. What do they want?
Total allocation of profit.
Allocation.
Benjamin's profit. Okay?
What?
They want allocation for Benjamin's profit.
Yeah.
So when they want allocation of Benjamin's profit, you better prepare Benjamin's capital account. Benjamin is
Okay.
going to get salary of 10,000. Yeah?
Yeah.
Profits
Yes.
and losses are shared in the ratio of 3:2. Profit for the year is 45. So from the 45,000, will you first deduct the salary of 10,000
Yeah.
to get your residual profit? Fatima, are you with me?
Yes, miss.
From the profit for the year, you add the interest on drawing, subtract the interest on capital, subtract the salary, right?
Yeah.
To get the residual profit or net divisible profit.
Miss, I got answer as 21,000.
1 minute. So what is the residual profit? 35,000. And Benjamin's share of profit will be 3/5. Yes, Fatima?
Yeah.
So 3/5 of 35,000 is how much? 21,000.
Yeah.
3/5 of the residual profit. So what is the Benjamin's allocation of profit? Benjamin's allocation of profit is 31,000. Are you with me?
Yes.
Fatima?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So we stop over here. I'm giving you homework for tomorrow. Do the Amina and Samara sum.
Okay.
This would be the answer for your
Okay.
Amina and Samara sum. You can afterwards you can self-evaluate and send me the marks. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Let's
Okay,
extract
miss.
balance sheet for Amina and
Miss,
Samara.
I don't know how to do the balance sheet.
Do not know. That is why I want you to try. Research and try and make the extract of balance sheet. Tomorrow we will start with the balance sheets. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Tomorrow we will start with the balance sheet and we'll do balance sheet and two past paper questions.